September is National Preparedness Month. This comes at a very crucial time about the importance of knowing how to prepare when disaster strikes. Hurricane Harvey and the 12th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina are both serious reminders of how fast Mother Nature can dramatically change our lives. And that's when Team Rubicon is called upon. Team Rubicon unites skills of our military veterans with first responders to assist communities all over the world. And here with a closer look at this amazing group is Jordan, who served in the Navy, and Tiana in the Army. First off, thank you both for your service in protecting our country.
Thank you, Denise.
Team Rubicon, Jordan, began in 2010 in response to the deadly and devastating Haiti earthquake. Since then, how many operations and how many members have you gone through?
Well, Denise, we've to date we've conducted over 200 operations all across the globe. Everything from hurricanes, earthquakes, to tornadoes, windstorms, flooding, you name it. Right here in Colorado, we've been active with floods and fires mostly over the last batch of years. So those are the things we do here at the local level. And then here in Colorado, we have over 2,500 volunteers. And then across the country, we have over 50,000 volunteers.
Takes a lot of courage to volunteer and do what you all do. In the name Team Rubicon, what does Rubicon mean?
So Rubicon is it's a river. It's a river in Italy, northern Italy, and as history has shown, once you cross that river Rubicon, there was no turning back. And where it kind of derived, how we got it into our name is, as you had mentioned, that first disaster that we responded to there in Haiti in 2010. And there's a river that separates the border between Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Well, when our volunteers went into Haiti, we came in through the Dominican Republic. And once we crossed that river to go into Haiti, there was no turning back for us either.
That makes sense. Very interesting. Tiana, right now the big focus, of course, is in Houston. So you're all on the ground there. Talk about what you're facing for weeks to come and what you're going to be doing.
Right, Denise. So based on the geographic extent and the severity of Hurricane Harvey, this will be Team Rubicon's largest response operation to date. We're expecting volunteer response efforts across all 50 U.S. states, as well as Canada and the UK. And as of right now, we're also expecting to provide at least 8 weeks of support. As was mentioned earlier, local emergency response officials specifically asked us to provide search and rescue operations, which is not one of our identified core capabilities. But we screened our volunteers and identified those that were certified and trained professionals to provide those services. And as of right now, we have 3 boats in the water with crews, and we have 3 more boats preparing to go into the water either today or tomorrow. We also have 2 reconnaissance teams on the ground that are feeding us information about what they're experiencing and what they're seeing, and identifying launch points for those boats.
When you're facing something this big, of this magnitude, how does a volunteer prepare yourself mentally and emotionally to take on a situation like this?
Right, and a disaster this size, a common fear might be what you might see and experience if you're going to be what we call on the front lines. But we have a variety of support functions too that we need. Our National Operations Center, which is where we're basing all of our operations down there. We need people to help with planning, with logistics, with communications, with social media and information technology, personnel management. So the bottom line is, if you sign up, we will find a place for you where you will feel comfortable and where you will add value to our operation.
More volunteers are needed. You can go to teamrubiconusa.org, teamrubiconusa.org if you'd like to find out more. Being part of the action, what have you personally learned from Team Rubicon?
I've learned that based on, disasters affect people it's a very real and very personal experience for those that are directly affected, and I think for us there's no more important mission than helping people rebuild their lives.
Jordan, would you mind sharing some experiences that you've gone through with Team Rubicon? And then also, I think it's so interesting that you help out veterans and civilians and veterans are allowed to help.
Yes, absolutely. For me, it's been I had a unique transition out of the military, and once I got out, I definitely had I missed that sense of service, that sense of purpose, and getting involved in Team Rubicon in the early days of the organization. When I joined Team Rubicon here in Colorado, there was 4 of us in the state of Colorado. So getting to see where it's grown from the early days to where it is now I'm blessed to be a part of it. And and it really did help me with my transition. It helped me, get a lot of that camaraderie back. One of the big things veterans miss when they leave the military service. And then as you've seen all over the globe, there's no shortage of disasters out there. So being able to help people when they need it most is another great function that Team Rubicon provides. And then providing bringing in civilians and stuff too. I think veterans oftentimes we kind of feel like we have a monopoly on that sense of service or service to our country with the path that we've chosen, and that's not true. There's plenty of different paths that people can take, and it just depends on which route you want to go. And for us, having civilians right now in Colorado, it's about 70% military, 30% civilian. So as long as you don't mind being around a bunch of rowdy vets, you'll fit right in.
You'll fit right in, no problem. Unfortunately, around the globe, there are so many disastrous situations, and most of the time they're going on at once. So how do you decide which one that you're going to take part in, which one you're going to help?
Well, we're broken up by regions and states as well. So we have, so with disasters, we try to solve it at the local level first. So to give you kind of some examples, when we've had, when the floods hit Colorado in 2013, like we had a strong enough volunteer base in the state of Colorado at the time that we were able to respond effectively to, tackle a good bit of work at the local level. Whereas now that we're seeing with Hurricane Harvey, that's something that's far grander scale than what we faced in years past. So that's going to be more of a, like Tiana said, it's going to be a multi-state, and then with our neighbors in Canada and UK.
A lot of people need to help out. Well, thank you again for your service and what you're doing now currently too with Team Rubicon.
Thank you.
Again, you can learn more and you can sign up online. Please go to teamrubiconusa.org. You can also email cosupport@teamrubiconusa.org. And right now, one large-scale mission is underway in Houston. Along with disasters of this magnitude, there's also much needed help locally with service projects that typically last maybe 1 or 2 days on the weekend. And if you'd like to check out more, please go to their website, teamrubiconusa.org.